So, Holy Spirit, we just welcome you today, and we just want you to speak through each and every one of us. Anything that you know that someone needs to hear, we just ask that you just speak through us and let us be the person that helps them through whatever they're going through. So we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Welcome back to Shining as Light in the Darkness podcast. My name is Britton Bickham, and this is my mom, Kelly Topper.
Hey, we just want to welcome you back and just thank you for tuning back in and subscribing. We're just so excited to start our podcast. But I have the honor today of having my two nephews, Blake Bost and Austin Bost, and I'm also their Aunt Kiki. And so I'm just so happy to have them on. And actually, Britton, they're cousins, and they were all super close growing up. And so it's just been fun to have them on here with us. So I'm so glad y'all are here.
Good to be here. Yeah, sure, me excited.
It's good. I'm so happy. So we wanted to start out because what is so cool about them is they both played sports at Texas A&M, which you never really hear. It's very rare to have two brothers play sports college level. And one played baseball, Austin played baseball, and Blake played football. And so it's just really cool to have them on here together. So we're going to start with Austin, with our questions for Austin. So I have this memory of you, and the earliest memory I can think of, you always had a ball in your hand. Like literally. And y'all would come to watch Chase, because Chase Bertrand is my son, and they would come watch his games, and you always had a ball in your hand, didn't?
Yes, and I always remember you always batting the ball in Gigi and Papa's backyards, and also at y'all's house. You were always had a ball and always wanting to hit it. Honestly, I think both of them did, but we're just talking about Austin now. So yeah.
Honestly, talking to my parents, I think they told me that ball was my first word. So I walk around saying it the entire time. But yeah, that was definitely a memory, always having a ball in my hand.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of guys out here that are have looked at y'all through the years, and maybe they're younger. And I wanted to start and say, so what position did you play growing up? Like I know when did you start playing? Like 5 years old?
I played probably 4 years old. I mean, who knows? Knowing my dad, I was probably hitting off a tee at 2.
Oh, but, I know that's a fact.
But actually starting t-ball, I think I was like 4.5.
You started very early. I know that. So what position did you play? Like I say, going into high school, were you always?
I mean, I was always an infielder.
Infielder, okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I got to college, I mixed around all over the place, just wherever. But
what's your favorite position? I guess
I'd probably say second base.
Second base.
I mean, I love anywhere in the infield, but I would probably say second's where I really found that I love to play.
And so did you play select baseball also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I started playing select when I was probably 8 years old.
Okay.
8 or 9 years old. But, I mean, it's not as serious as it is now. That's for sure.
I know.
It's crazy now compared to what it used to be.
It is, because I know a lot. I know Chase played select, but I know a lot of boys now. I mean, they just go straight into that.
Well, Little League what's crazy is how big Little League was when I was growing up. And it's still big now, but it's mostly like when you're 12. Like
right,
you're 12,
yeah.
Everybody plays Little League now when you're 12 to try and make that Little League World Series run and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I was growing up, it was like, if you're not playing Little League when you're 8, it's like, why are you not playing Little League? Like, that's like where all my friends are and stuff. So it's just different now.
It's so different. One thing that I realize is your dad opened Athletes Training Facility in Port Neches, Texas. And how did that, I know, I'm going to ask both of you that question. How was that growing up? I guess that helped you a lot, right?
Yeah.
With training.
I can start. So he opened it up around like when I was 11 going into 12, and like I said, like that 12-year-old year is so big.
Oh yeah.
And so having a place where it was like a second home. Like,
oh yeah.
Just being able to go in there, hit, train, hang out, do whatever, just be around, doing activities, being around baseball, being around football, and constantly
That's
doing
so true.
It was really, I can't thank my dad enough for doing that.
Yeah.
Because it really, I mean, it made us the athletes and gave us the opportunity to work harder than maybe the next person because we had that ability, and that's all.
So that truly helped you. So I think anybody watching, like truly going to training facilities like that and
Yeah.
really being able to work on it and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Y'all were just extra blessed to have that.
For sure.
So, what about you, Blake? Would you say the same thing?
Yeah,
or-
so like he opened it when I was like 8 or 9, so I
Oh,
really
yeah.
got to learn like the fundamentals of the game and stuff. Like he already kind of had all the stuff because he was a little bit older, but it was really beneficial for me because I was able to like really learn how to play baseball.
Oh,
learn how to
yeah.
hit, and like different speeds, camps and stuff. I got to learn from different people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
work, get better. So yeah.
So I want to ask you about something since we brought up your dad and since he opened the athletes training facility. I know that your dad, he actually played baseball for Lamar and he loves sports of any kind. That's his passion and his love. So what would you guys say that what's some good wisdom or like tips your dad gave you, that
Gosh. Yeah, so first off, I would say is always just like work harder than everybody else.
Right.
That's kind of why he opened athletes because like he always wanted us to work harder than like summer days when all of our friends were inside playing video games. He wanted us out there like working, which I mean I appreciate so much because it obviously got us where we are today.
Oh yeah, it
but-
teaches you that work ethic
Yeah.
and what you're supposed to do. And I actually was watching Tim Tebow. I was watching him on YouTube, and I think he's a great role model too because he has that competitiveness, but he also talks about how hard you have to work.
Mhm.
And like he would get out there in the mornings when he said, and I would actually have it in my mind, like I'm the only one out here working. Like
Yeah.
I'm really trying. And I think that's what it takes. You have to be willing to sacrifice,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
You got to have the passion to do it, to love sports anyway. But it's like you got to have that sacrifice that you're going to do anything to get there.
Yeah.
And so part of that is training and working out and doing those things. And we were even talking about like two-a-days in football and just all the training. I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
baseball has the same thing, right? Like,
Don't, especially so playing two sports. I played football and baseball in high school.
right.
So like, it's kind of he's not my favorite baseball player, but his work ethic and stuff. like,
Yes.
kind of Bryce Harper. There was a story I remember of him. He would like go to football practice, like do all the football stuff,
Right.
everything, and then he would immediately like run as fast as he can. I haven't heard the story in so long, so I can't exactly remember it perfectly. But like he would run over to the cages, like still in football pads or something, take a bunch of swings,
Right.
get as much as he can, go back, go do school, then hit after, and like I try to be like, okay, if he can do that, like I can go to football practice, head straight to athletes after, be
Right.
there for an hour, and so it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just how much you want it.
That's
kinda
exactly
thing, yeah.
right. Yeah. And I even think like, so like I had mentioned, I only know from my own experience because Chase Bertrand, that's my son, and he graduated in 2012 from high school. But I would see him get in the backyard and literally put things on his shoulders and just train and train and train.
Put things
But
on his shoulders or people.
or
on his
people.
Yeah.
Did he put you on?
He did. I forgot about that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
we would look out the window. I mean, and that's what it takes. It truly takes that dedication to do that, you know.
he,
So
he played a big role too, like me wanting to be like him, like because he had so much success in high
Oh,
school,
yeah.
and like I wanted to be as successful as he was,
Right, and because he was football,
Yeah.
and you played
Yeah.
football, yeah, that's right. So that's so true. So I want to talk. I guess I'm gonna go to Blake now. So we were thinking about memories of you as a
Mhm.
child, like
Yeah.
that we could think of, and I mean, you were always so fast,
Yeah.
and I just remember we remember your running like so fast, and
I remember being at like one of your youth football games and you just being so fast and you would run across the full
I think you
like 8 just that's all down. Yeah, you were 8. I mean, like so everybody was in the stands like, oh my gosh. But like, yeah.
So one thing with you is you were quarterback.
Yeah.
You know. So when does football start for your age? I mean, like kids' age. I was thinking.
Yeah, around like probably like 6 or 7. They play
Okay.
like flag football, and then like tackle football is probably like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah, like
oh,
the first year of tackle.
well, we start young on
Oh
that,
yeah,
don't we?
start young down here.
Playing quarterback because I'm going to go to high school,
Yeah.
which we mentioned being at Port Neches Groves, and here you were quarterback
Yeah.
for your year. And what year did you graduate from high school?
2021.
2021. Okay, so what was so interesting is like you just think about looking up in the stands and all those people. How was that? I mean, I bet
it's
it was.
crazy. It's like the amount of support that we get.
Oh yeah.
Like every Friday, even home and away, like y'all said, it's insane. Like you look at the away stands and they got like nobody, and you look at our stands and it's just packed every Friday. It's really cool.
It's
Really
something
cool.
that honestly I try to explain now in my life to people.
Yeah.
And I just, there's not a lot of high school football like that.
Oh no.
But honestly, there's been a lot of college football players and professional football players that came out of P&G. I was researching it and looking at it, and it was I think that's so neat. But so what advice would you give to a younger boy that's like he's starting out in football, he's young, and he's wanting to go play at a D1 college?
So like the main thing is like when you're young, just like I said earlier, like when all your friends are inside, like not like playing video games, like get outside, do something, work, run, lift weights, just try to get better every day, you know.
Right,
Especially
exactly.
when you're young, like, because you want to get out, you want to get on the field as fast as possible. So just work hard every day to try to
And
speed
football,
that process up.
football's stamina too. You got to have that stamina.
Conditioning and
I was thinking about leadership. So
Yeah.
when you are a quarterback position, you are leading the team. So how did you get through like those pressure moments? You know, like say you're having to make a play, a call, or something like that, because you're leading the team. Like,
yeah, just know that like that I've prepared for this moment, like all the hours before this game.
Right.
Like I prepared for this, and like the other 10 guys on the offense, like they have my back too. They've also prepared, so they're with me as well. So just have that belief, you know.
oh
that,
yeah.
like you can do it.
So this is just my question. I don't know if I know there might be people that want to know this, but recruiting, like
Yeah.
to go to play college or D1 college, what is that like? I'm going to ask both of you, like, do you have to turn in videos? Do you have to just like have footage of your game? I know that's part of it.
Yeah, so like game film, like, so for me, like I wasn't like heavily recruited, so I wasn't getting like a bunch of offers out of high school. So like coaches' emails and stuff, just sending them out.
Right.
Things like that, like in camps, and I was going to camps like every summer, like almost every week during like my sophomore summer and junior summer. And yeah, just basically like sending out your game film, like posting on social media, trying to get as many people to see it as possible.
And going to camps, right?
Yeah.
Is that part of it?
Yeah,
like
going to camps, like it was like a lot of weekends out of my summer was camps, trying to get in front of different colleges. To show them
right. Because
what
they're
I could do.
showing up, the
Yeah.
recruiters, to watch you, and so that's so cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, like, did you have any like pre-game, like get your mind ready to go? Was it a song or something that
You got to do the
middle routine.
the In the Air Tonight by
Oh yeah, Chase. Okay, I wasn't gonna mention this song because I know that's Chase's song. No, or my son Chase, but y'all do the same one.
and it's just a tradition at P&G.
it's by Phil Collins? It's In the Air Tonight, I think is the
I
name
don't
of
know
it.
if they still do it, but
yeah, they would turn off all the lights in the locker room, and everybody would like get prepared for the
Mentally
game.
get prepared.
Yeah.
That's
and then that drum solo, everybody beat their pads, beat the lockers, and then we'd head out on the field. And
oh wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys that like to like bang their heads in the lockers and stuff. I was more of a like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. I didn't realize. So that's like your song too.
Yeah.
So even Chase, he's a dad now.
Yeah.
And he said sometimes, it's have a stressful moment. I just want to put on that song and just prepare for it.
That's what he told me when he was when Easton was getting delivered. I think he said he felt Phil Collins singing. And I was like, oh Chase.
It's gonna carry over into your dad life, you know. So I wanted to ask this. So we all went to Texas A&M, which isn't that crazy to think about, though, right? How we all the cousins, we all went there. But how does that feel when you're walking on like the football field with all the fans at Texas A&M? Oh yeah, on the baseball field, just all the fans. Like, what does that feel like?
Obviously, you have moments in the game that is amazing that you did, but it's like it's kind of why you play. Like
Yeah.
running out onto the field and just everybody screaming, or being on the field and like everybody screaming at the opposing team, or like, and you just see a wave of maroon or
Oh
a
yeah.
wave of purple, really. I mean,
Yeah, when it
football,
was
baseball,
P&G,
when it's
yeah.
P&G, I mean, it's just like, it's a great feeling, and it comes with a lot of pressure in a sense. That,
Yeah.
like, you're like, these people are here to like support us, like,
But they want to win
well,
too.
and like they're here to support us, and like they want to win, and like go out here, and all your work that you did is to prepare for this moment,
Right.
in front of all these people.
Oh
And
yeah.
so it's just, it gives me chills to think about it.
It
honestly.
does. And I think about football. I mean
football is crazy.
that football stands too. It's like, gosh.
110,000 people in the
Yes.
stands.
It's a little different than that, right?
And
I think it is.
you like smoke coming out and running out, and you just see all those people. It's like it's super crazy. It's like surreal experience. Like, how am I here?
And how am I here?
And it never got old either.
I was gonna say that would never get old.
Hi, this is Kelly Tobbert. I want to take just a quick minute out from the podcast, and I want to tell you about the book that I wrote. And if you're going through any kind of tough time, just feeling like your light has really dimmed, I mean, we all go through stuff. We go through anxiety and stress. This book was inspired by the Holy Spirit. He gave me the title of the book, and it's actually Let God's Light Shine Through You. It's even how we got the name for our Shine Women's Conferences. So I'm going to link it below, and I just wanted to tell you, if you're looking for something to get you through those dark times of life, just grab this book and read it. It's on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles, and let me know what you think. I want to just ask you this, and you may not have anybody, but did y'all have a coach that you just really loved, that motivated you and encouraged you?
Yeah, I mean, I can answer this if you want me to. So me and Blake, we played a lot of different sports
Right.
growing up and had a lot of different coaches. And in baseball, like I felt like I was on 10 different teams. And so
Yeah.
every coach had a little bit to do with my success. Some coaches more than others that I had longer, but I loved every single one of my coaches I had in my career.
Yeah.
And if I had to choose one that really made me who I am, it's it's just my dad. I mean, he
Oh,
was my
yeah.
coach from
Day one, yeah.
4 years old till I finished playing.
Right.
I mean, obviously he wasn't. I mean, he coached my teams from 4 years old to 12.
Right.
But like after that, it was still BP, throwing BP. It was still training. It was still working out with him. It was. I mean,
Right.
like if I'm calling somebody after my game, I'm calling my parents and we're
Right.
talking through it every single time. And it's just like he was just always there, always training. Like if he got off work and I hadn't been doing anything all day during the summer, and I asked him to go out in the heat and throw me 3 buckets of baseballs, it was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go out there,
Right.
let's do it.
He had that love for the game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and he wanted to
too.
see us succeed, and it's like,
That you can't forget that.
no,
And he was a
never.
true coach.
Never.
What about
Yeah,
you,
no, he
Blake?
was.
Yeah, mine's got to be my dad too. I mean, all the stuff that he did for us, like growing up and just making sure that we were the best we could be. The amount of, like, it's funny because the amount of things that he would buy us, like
Yeah.
training equipment that we would buy us, we laugh at it because it's like he'll buy it and he'll spare no expense. And like sometimes we wouldn't even use it, but he'd be okay with it because
He knows
He knew
supplied
he had
us.
supplied you with
yeah.
it in case you needed it.
yeah.
That's so cool. I love that, So I guess, I want to go to talk about faith and how important your faith is going through. There's hard times that happen through sports too. We've been talking about all the good things,
For sure.
but so one of the things I was just going to say, when there was a hard moment, maybe you were injured or you weren't being put into play, or something like that. I just want to ask Blake first, like,
Yeah.
how did you get through that? Like, did you pray about it or what'd you do?
Oh yeah, a lot of prayers. During football, like they're going through right now, but fall camp's going on.
Yeah.
and you're there for 12, 13 hours a day, just constantly
Right.
football. Like it's a mental and physical toll on your body, and that put me in a tough spot because like I was wondering, like, do I want to do this? Like,
Right.
it's a lot of work, and just a lot of prayer, a lot of like asking God, like, help me through this situation, and he helped me get through the 4 years. And
Right.
Amazing.
What about you, Austin?
So obviously, I would say I prayed. I mean, constant prayer, constantly asking him like for help, praising him and everything. But I would say when I really like started, I would say one moment that really separated from the others a little bit was when I fractured my back,
Oh, yeah.
and it was going into my junior year. So it was like my draft year, big new coach.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Junior year of high school.
No,
Right.
junior year
Of college. Oh,
Yeah,
I
so-
got you. Oh, yeah.
So college, like obviously I had like prayed and all kinds of stuff before, found Christ before, but like when I really was like I need him was like that senior year. I fractured my back like in, I want to say October maybe of the
Uh-huh.
fall, and we had like just started fall practice really, and I had to sit out Like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
brand new team, brand new coaches, trying to show everybody like kind of who I am and stuff, and fracture my back. Wasn't able to play any in the fall, so missed like had to take off like 5 months. Started playing or 4 months. Started playing again end of January, like right before the season, and so I was nervous. I was like, nobody saw me in the fall.
Right.
No scouts, coaches, nobody. And that entire time, I felt like honestly like lonely in a
Yes.
sense because I was
right.
like, I didn't have baseball. Like I was
Yeah.
just going to the field and watching. It's
Yes.
like I was almost a fan. I was like, it could
It
have
really hit
spiraled.
you.
It could have spiraled where it was like, this is awful. Like, or so just sticking with prayer, knowing he has a plan of why this happened
Right.
was big for me. during
Yeah,
that
and a
time.
fractured back. That's painful, I'm
Yeah,
sure. And then you're recovering from it
Mhm.
and everything. So
So, a question that I wanted to ask y'all is your identity in Christ. So, I feel like a lot of times guys go through where they put their identity in a sport and then it comes to an end and they just feel lost. Like they don't know what to do with themselves and their lives because they're not putting their identity in God and what God thinks they are. So, y'all come into the end of y'all's baseball and football career. How have y'all put your identity in Christ?
So I would say that it's very tough to do because I mean, like I said, we've been playing sports since we were 4.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't really know much else, especially if it's like what you did in college. It's like, what else do I do? So that was very tough. It was emotional, but you kind of have to just tell yourself like, hey, like this is just something like I did. Like this is not who I am. So this is just a chapter in my book of life. And it's just like that chapter closed, but a new chapter begins with all this great stuff that's probably coming.
right.
And he's got a plan. And just like you kind of just have to feel it in your heart, like this is over, but it's okay, like kind of thing.
Exactly. And I remember, I think we've talked about this before, how you want to be remembered, you know, and you want to be remembered for who you are as a person. And tell them that, because I remember you saying like who you are.
I don't. So obviously, like I want to be remembered of what I did on the baseball field. Like I want people to remember, like, oh, he was great. Like he did some great things. He inspired a lot of people this way. But I don't want to be known whenever, like, or be remembered as like, hey, he was a great baseball player.
Right. Yeah.
I want to be remembered as, like, first off, like he was an awesome guy, great friend, great for the community, and he also like did some great things on the baseball field.
Right.
He was, and then my big thing, like he was lived very in a Christian way.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where I would like to be remembered.
That's so
not
good.
just a
Yeah.
baseball player.
That is the best thing. So what about you, Blake?
Like, that was a big chapter of our lives, obviously, but that's not the only thing in our lives. We got family that supports us, and obviously keeping God first is the main thing. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, what would you do? Would you do anything different with your own kids than what your parents did with you?
Oof.
I don't think I would. You know, we've always grown up going to church every Sunday, going to midweek stuff, like keeping God in the forefront, which I really plan to do with my kids too, keeping God the priority in their life. And obviously relationships with family is a big thing. We've had that all throughout our lives. And, you know, just they taught us to be respectful to
Right.
elders and just everybody, treat others how you want to be treated. So I don't think there would be anything different I'd do. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah. Nothing's really coming to mind. I
What
mean,
about their sports? Like, would you start them at sports at a young age, just like they did?
Yeah,
And
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta learn, and I mean, starting them at that young age, it's like if you want them to do that, obviously, once I have a kid, I'm gonna let him or her pick. Like, I'm gonna introduce them to anything that I feel like would be great for them to get introduced to.
right.
But it's their choice. I'm gonna let them pick, and I think my parents really gave us that option of like, hey, like you do what you want. Like we're gonna introduce this to you, but like you can play.
It's your
soccer,
decision.
You can go do it. You don't have to play sports. Like we can go do something else. And
Right. So you didn't feel pressure to
no
to
pressure
do
at
that.
all. No. And I know we've talked a lot about my dad and
Yeah.
everything that he's done for us, like on the sports side of things and just like motivation side and inspiration stuff. But like one thing that really needs to be shouted out is my mom.
Yeah.
I would say she is as much an integral part of our growing up and like success through
Yes.
sports as my dad. I mean, obviously my dad was coaching us, constantly working with us, but like he wasn't able to make every single game. He wasn't able to
Right.
make every single tournament. And the person who would bring us would be my mom. And
Right. And getting your uniforms together.
and
and-
constantly,
yeah.
Yeah.
constantly helping us through everything outside of sports that we needed to take care of.
Right.
It was her. She is quote KD. She's the real MVP because
She-
she
Right. And
she's
so
amazing.
is she
Yeah.
really, and your mom has a strong faith.
Mhm.
What about you, Blake, about your mom?
Oh yeah, she was always there when we needed her. Like you said, she did everything outside of the sports, like getting our uniforms ready, making sure we had all our stuff. And she worked as a librarian at the elementary school we
Right.
grew up at. So every day, taking us to school, making sure we were on top of all our academics and stuff like that, which was like I can't thank her enough for. all
That's
that.
right. I'm just thinking, like, even like staying in church, because I know that she sang on the worship team and y'all were
Yeah.
there. So that's, your faith was so important because they made it a priority in your life.
Mhm.
And I think with most children, it's so important to, like, even though they may not want to go to church,
Mhm.
and even though, because I mean, you just think about it. Sometimes you have to wake them up in the morning, get them there, but even now, you think about it. You're going to remember those years and do the same thing with your children.
100%.
And do y'all have a specific moment where you feel that you fully accepted Jesus into your heart? Like, do you remember that moment?
For me, I wouldn't say there was a certain moment. I feel like the more I've like matured and realized like what Jesus is and what God is, like I've always had that in my life, and I think I just keeping that faith going and letting it get stronger every day.
Yeah,
what I've
that's
tried to
good.
do.
Yeah.
I don't have an like exact moment, but if I had I got confirmed when I was in 7th grade, but I don't know if I still really understood fully what it was about. Like obviously, like I knew like love him, pray to him, stuff, but it wasn't as serious until probably like my senior year of high school when I wasn't getting like recruited as much.
Right.
I was committed to play baseball at a junior college in a very small town. Didn't really know how that was going to go. Wasn't where I wanted to go. Like, obviously, you have the dreams of playing at the big schools and stuff like that. So, just kind of had to really come to grips and pray to him and know that he had a plan and just, like, trust in him that was all going to work out for the best. And that was when my career turned around, was when I really, like, trusted in him.
You met your future wife there. Met my future wife there. Well, he had a plan. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh, that is true.
That is so good. So what I wanted to mention is the good things that are coming in your life. And so Blake's graduating next weekend from Texas A&M, and you're getting married in December to Maddie. And so it's also, you're going to be living in Austin. So just kind of talk about, I know Blake just got a new job in Austin. Just talk about where you're going now. Now that sports is over, what are you looking forward to?
Like you said, I'm extremely excited to get married to Maddie, start our life together, because I'll shout her out. She's extremely amazing. Met her. She's been through the ups and downs, I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
yeah, she has been. Like all through your college years,
I met
right?
her my freshman year at Panola. Fell in love with her, and she was through the gauntlet of little long distance and A&M baseball, probably the ups and downs of that.
Yes.
Not showing my best self sometimes, and
Yeah.
she's stuck with me, so she's pretty amazing. But
Maddie is beautiful inside and out.
She is. And like, she handles everything with just grace. I mean, everything that y'all at the long distance and all of that, like, she handled it so good.
yeah.
So what about you, Blake? I know you got a new job, and you're going to be in Austin too. You're
I
living
am. I'm
there?
excited to move up there. Excited to get my new job started.
Oh yeah. When do
had-
you start? When's your
My
start?
first day is September 2nd, so
Okay.
got a little bit of time before I have to go up there, but I'm excited to get it going.
And you're doing industrial sales. Is
Yes,
that what you're
ma'am,
going
yeah.
into? And what are you doing?
I'm a
Austin?
financial planner.
Financial planner. Okay. And so, like I mentioned, Chase, you're working with Chase, and he lives in Austin. So all of our people are moving to Austin.
So yeah, it's a little sad, but I love y'all are all going to be there together.
The main thing that we really wanted to bring today is to tell you that, you have to have that faith in God. And you may look at Blake and Austin and feel like they always have everything perfect and everything in their life you wished that you had their life. But let me tell you, we all go through hard things, and it's our faith in God and relying on that that's going to get you through. And I think they would agree with that as well, for sure.
I think there's times in your life where you feel like, what is next for me? And maybe the door that you wanted open, it was shut. And I think God closes doors for a reason.
I do too.
And if the door is shut, he has something better and bigger for you. And then you'll realize a couple years from now, this was my calling and this is where I was supposed to do. And it all worked out.
Right.
I feel like it's times.
Yeah, because how many times have we been disappointed because things didn't pan out the way we thought it was, and then like you'll look back 10 years from now and go, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Because this is what I meant to do, not with my life.
And so I truly think that. So anyway, we just want to thank you so much for joining us, and thank y'all for being on
Thank
here.
y'all for having us. For sure.
We're so excited. And I think, Britton, who's our next? Who are we having on next?
So next we are having Hannah Smith and Bailey Mitchell. They're close friends of mine, and they're going to be talking about being new moms and how they have leaned on God through that season of life. So I think that's going to be really good. So I'm excited about that.
And if you joined in, we just want to say subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. If you like it,
Yeah, and because
it helps us get it out to more people, because, this is one of our very first ones. And we're just honored to have you both. And Britton just always says one little last thing.
To remember. Yes, always remember that you are never alone in anything that you go through, and God's light is always shining through you.
I want to thank y'all for having us on. I mean, it's pretty amazing what y'all have started and what y'all are doing, and it really means a lot to us that we get to be a part of it and just spread the word. And I think the more y'all get going, it's going to be pretty amazing to see.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Austin, so much.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for all y'all do.
Well, thank you, Blake. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you.